Well, it's everyday scenes of the life around him that inspire Port Talbot artist Bert Evans. His work is forming part of the Proud to be Welsh exhibition at a gallery in Caerphilly. And Bert's with us now. And Bert, we're surrounded by your paintings, which you very kindly brought in. And how would you describe them? Because they are sort of scenes primarily of people.
Yes, they are just, I never really set out, I never thought of myself as an everyday sort of subject painter. I just paint really what I know and what I see from a day-to-day basis. And other people are sort of sitting and they said, well, these are just everyday scenes that we always see, but whoever would have thought of actually painting a subject such as that? It is so commonplace, but people then, they say, well, actually, now that you've actually painted it, I will look at that in a different way now. And yes, it is interesting. And that shadow that casts across that little area there, I've never noticed it before. So it's really helping to make other people see things, I think, if that doesn't sound too pompous, you know.
No, that's absolutely the thing, isn't it? Because painters see things perhaps in a slightly different way. You mentioned the shadow and light and the way that light hits things.
Yes,
that's all important to you.
Yes, I mean, there's a painting there of a gentleman sitting in a kitchen, and we were invited to, it was my cousin's party, to the house party, and everybody was in this other room. I walked into the kitchen and I just saw this chap sitting there by the Rayburn, and he was fed up. He didn't want any part of the party, and I just looked at him and I thought, oh, this is so such a domestic sort of scene. It's just got nothing at all to do with the party that was going next door, but it's just the way the light caught him. And I don't always work with a camera, but I did happen to borrow a camera for that because I just wanted to catch that moment. And nobody to this day knows that I actually painted that. They've all thought, where's he gone, sort of thing, you know. But it's this thing, I suppose, that they're just seeing something maybe that other people are not really looking at or whatever, you know.
And is it your home patch, if you like, that is the thing you really want to do, rather than going away?
Well, I've always got this thing about paint what you know, what you've experienced. Fine if people want to go to the south of France with a box of paints or whatever. I don't think I need to do that. As I said, it's just an everyday sort of thing. So it just happens that most of my subjects really are around Port Talbot, Porthcawl. We go a lot of, we spend a lot of time down West Wales, Fishguard area, whatever. And luckily galleries show my work down there as well. So we incorporate it as a holiday, a painting holiday sort of thing, you know.
Well, which is brilliant. I mean, there are some fantastic paintings of Michael Sheen's enormous production with National Theatre Wales, The Passion in Port Talbot, from a few years ago. I mean, that must have been one of those experiences where there were unbelievably bizarre things going on.
There were. And originally, they were talking about me actually painting the scenes live throughout the streets of it, but it would have been just impossible to have actually done that. So I waited until the actual production had finished, and then Michael suggested the certain scenes that he wanted painted, so that's what we did. But yes, it was a wonderful experience all around.
Tell me about the painting that's directly in front of me, which is, it's a street scene really, with what looks like a father and son in the foreground and some cars and bigger buildings in the back.
Right. This was actually painted live last Saturday in Porthcawl, where the Art Challenge Wales was to actually paint a scene in a day. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to actually stay the whole day because I had other commitments on. Just to say, at the moment, I'm working on a very large painting for Frank Vickery. He's given me a large commission, so that's taking up a lot of my time at the moment, and he's pressing me to finish it. So,
I'm still pretty impressed that what's in front of me is painted in a day.
Well, no, that's about 4 hours, but I do work quickly, and I mean, the way I work, I want that excitement and that sort of immediacy in the way it's sort of put through. So, yes, it's not a sketch as such. Hopefully, it's a little bit more than a sketch, but I do work quickly.
And there is.
And you have got to work that quickly to catch the light at that time as well. You know.
Yeah, and it just leaps off the canvas or the board and really hits you when you look at it. It's fascinating, and I mean the gallery exhibition, a gallery in Caerphilly, proud to be Welsh, and the exhibition's on until the 20th of June.
That's right. Yes.
Which is great stuff.